What's going on, YouTube? It's Everything Broke Down, and it's your boy Baby Clay. And today we got another From video for y'all, so stay tuned. For generations, one figure has stood at the center of every tragedy in this town. By deconstructing his selective appearances and calculated interventions, we can finally prove that the boy in white is the primary antagonist. He doesn't want the residents to find a way out. He wants to maintain his perfect, horrific playground at any cost. When we first see the boy in white, he interacts with Ethan outside of the colony house. You see him as like an imaginary friend that no one else saw at the moment but the audience and Ethan. His all-white attire and friendly smile will have you think he is a good guy, but I can prove to you that's not the case. The boy in white uses childlike innocence as a psychological cloak to bypass the survivor's natural defense, coming to people at a time where they're vulnerable, weak, and desperately looking for a way home. Let's use one example of how the boy in white uses this childlike tactic to comfort but also trick people in Fromland. The 1978 massacre was the first time Victor came across the boy in white. With Victor having a traumatizing night, the boy in white was the first thing he saw the next morning. As he waves and invites Victor over to the ring around the rosy, tons of people lie in the street and sliced open. I would think that this was the first hint, or maybe the boy in white isn't as pure as we think he is. With every catastrophe comes the boy in white. Not only was he there after the 1978 massacre, we see him right before the Colony House massacre when Victor shows Ethan the faraway tree. Either you see the boy in white, then destruction happens, or destruction happens, then you see the boy in white. He just has to show up at a specific time. Just like in season 3, when Victor was going to cut down the faraway tree, after not speaking to Victor before Ethan showed up, Victor even says it's been a while since he has seen the boy in white in season 1. He doesn't even give Victor a reason why not to cut down the tree, just tells him not to. Victor begs the boy in white for help, but he just says again, "Don't cut down the tree," and swiftly walks away. Victor is trapped in a state of arrested development for 40 years to serve as the town's living memory. If the boy in white was truly Victor's friend, why not send him home to the rest of the family that he has left? Not only was Victor there for so long, he also told Victor to take the belongings of the unalived people in the 1978 massacre. Telling a child to take the belongings of these people instead of sending him home truly says he never really wanted to send anyone home. Not only that, but also making this moment even more traumatizing for Victor. With Victor being there, he could serve as proof that, hey, this town isn't so bad. He stayed here for 40 years. Because people gradually grow to not even wanting to go back home. Because they're so settled into this nightmare, they found friends, finding love, at a time they should have been seeking answers. We even hear Victor tell Jade, this place is home now, because he's become so used to this horrific dream. When the boy in white intervenes, it's never to save anyone. It's only when the status quo is threatened, effectively acting as a reset switch for the cycle of violence. We showed examples like the 1978 massacre, but what about his role with the Cicada threat in season 2? We don't see the boy in white, but we hear about him connected to the "they come, they cheat, they steal," that song that Elgin knew and Butler's grandma used to sing to her, and also was in Kenny's dream. We don't see the boy in white, but Elgin does see him in that dream. Once again, showing up at a very specific time. At this time, Elgin is telling everyone about this dream, but the town is in a downfall. Crops are rotting, weather is changing, and things are happening that usually never happens in Fromland. Let's talk about Boyd and Sarah seeing the lighthouse in season 1 without having to take the faraway tree. Once they came close, the boy in white tells Sarah to tell Boyd to go through the tree because it was getting closer to nighttime. They might not make it to the lighthouse. When Boyd takes this tree, it brings him to the ruins. Once at the top, he sees Martin, and Martin passes his blood to Boyd. What happens next, you ask? Well, Boyd gives the worms to Smiley, and he dies. But remember the cicada threat we just mentioned? Yeah, the boy in white set that up. Not only does this set up for Smiley to die, but also a setup to bring him back without even knowing at the time. The boy in white is literally dipping his toe into every angle of horror and manipulation. We thought Tabitha escaped using the same lighthouse Boyd and Sarah saw, but when she got there, he was there to push her back into reality, not to save her though, but to bring Henry Kavanaugh back to his son and Fromland. He's steering the residents away from actual exits and bringing them towards deeper layers of the nightmare. I don't know if viewers like myself thought the boy might have saved Victor, but I'm starting to think otherwise. He selects specific individuals to quote unquote save, only to create a false sense of hope that fills the town's metaphysical hunger. I wonder how many victors has the boy in white treated as a friend but kept them in this horrific playground. Is Ethan supposed to be the next victor? This isn't saving if the people that's there can't freely leave. He may be protecting Victor, but like I said, he does this to give people false hope and have them think they can go home, when in reality, he's holding the keys to let people go, but doesn't want to use them. That's it for today, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and season 4 From is around the corner, so we'll keep going and diving into the boy in white's lore and the town's lore. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. It's all free. Peace.